Hey, Shalom, SK here. I've got a problem this morning. And if you're a homesteader, you know what this problem, you can relate with this problem. It's fencing in or fencing out. Now, we heard of that concept from a class that our son took in college that was about agriculture. And with the amount of property we have, fencing in is better for us than fencing out. We cannot It's just too hard for us to try to fence as much as we need fenced. And so the easier solution is to fence critters out. And when I say critters, I'm specifically talking about my own chickens. If you free range your chickens, you know that they scratch around and around the roots of all the plants and your stone foundations and formations and your beds and everything else. And they cause a lot of destruction. Like if you lay down mulch and they can get at it, they will dig all the mulch up and sit there and take the dust baths and everything. And so after years of learning that, I've decided to fence my plants in and my chickens out. And we've done lots of videos. Sorry, I'm rocking this thing while I smack it. We've done lots of videos on our garden beds and how we've used plastic fencing and chicken wire and stuff to also fence out the deer and rabbits, and we're semi-successful with that. Last year something got in and ate a bunch of my peas, might even have been a squirrel, and this year I was able to get peas and put some in the freezer, so that worked this year. Another thing that works on your homestead to help keep critters out is to have a homestead dog, and pick whatever variety you want. I'm kind of partial to blue heelers and Australian shepherds, but there's a myriad of good livestock guardian or homestead dogs that you can have. So what I'm doing this morning is I'm going to cut some chicken wire. Now I have used just your regular like field fence 2x3 inch squares or whatever, to wrap around bushes and trees, and it keeps the chickens out okay as long as the fence doesn't fall over. And what I'm going to try today, because I'm out of that fence, is cutting some chicken wire and forming sort of a semi-tunnel U-shaped thing over some dirt where I want to plant some flowers. I have some zinnias and nasturtium seeds, and I'm going to plant them up by the chicken coop because the ground up there is more fertile. And of course, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm using some tools while I do this project. I've got a hoe. Apparently on Instagram, you can't spell that word or you get in trouble. I've got some chicken wire that was just laying on the ground. Doesn't rust. It's got weeds that grew up through it. Got a 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to get some compost to bolster up the dirt up there, even though it is really good dirt. And then I have a homie up there, which is my little tool that I used, hand tool. It looks kind of like the end of this, about that long. So get up there and start to work on that. And say right in here is where I intend to try to make this garden. It's right up against the chicken fence, and I've got a rose in there, and so I've got to dig out some of these weeds and put the dirt down and then put some fencing over it. You see this fence to protect the rose. I'll put some kind of that chicken wire down in there. Turkey, he's over here trying to impress this hen, who obviously is not his type. But if you see, I got the area kind of de-weeded and dug up. All right, the tom is still hanging around, but as you can see, I got the wire put up. I've got dirt, and I've made a sort of enclosure here. It's not real pretty, and I've got let's see if you can see the black plastic. The black plastic will go down once the plants are up. I'll put the black plastic down around them because there's a lot of weeds that want to grow here. And I'll put that down, and then I'll put some mulch. I don't know if you can see the pile of rocks there. That's going to be part of the mulch on the plastic. So that's it for today. Like I've got the seeds in that dirt, and it's zinnias and nasturtiums, and then when they come up, I will do more work on it. All right, so I am finished, and I think I may have solved my problem. Shalom.